I'm a survivor. You know what I mean? You can throw me in the jungle, and you know I'm gonna come out with a fur coat, a headband that I made out of some leaves, and you know.
Day one of Broncos camp in the books, and Teddy Bridgewater with the soundbite of the day. But in the spirit of competition, Drew Lock brought some of his own material.
I feel like I'm not going through puberty anymore. I feel like I feel like I'm getting a little more facial hair. I'm kind of growing up a little bit, kind of maybe getting some grown man strength, and it feels nice.
Hello, and thank you for joining us for Broncos Camp Daily. I'm Phil Milani alongside Aric, DiLalla, and Sydney Jones. We'll be bringing you daily recaps all throughout training camp. Of course, we got to start with the quarterbacks. Aric, what did you see from Teddy Bridgewater and Drew Lock?
Yeah, let's start with Teddy Bridgewater, Phil. I thought he was pretty consistent all day. Found Jerry Jeudy several times. I mean, we've gotten pretty accustomed to that. He took a couple deep shots, wasn't able to connect on any of them, but I think you're starting to see now he's becoming more and more comfortable in this offense. Again, kind of steady Teddy. Nothing too high, nothing too low. It's what we've come to expect here through OTAs and minicamp. Drew Lock, Phil, is a different story. He did start a little slow, but made some big plays as the day went on. Had a deep touchdown pass to Trinity Benson, had a nice throw to Jerry Jeudy on kind of a 35-yard post route that may have gone for a touchdown. So I liked what I saw from both quarterbacks. Vic Fangio said he thought it was pretty good from both of them. Kind of a wash through day one.
That Jeudy touchdown, he was pumping up the crowd afterward. Nice to see Broncos country back out here. Sydney, what do you think the approach is going to be throughout camp? Because this is something we're going to be talking about every single day.
Right, Phil. And I mean, it's only day one. I think it's slow to start here today, and I think it's going to be a while until they're really able to, name a starter. I think it'll be towards the end of preseason, really. But one thing that I like that both Drew and Teddy said, after practice today was that they're just here to, make this team better, to make this team of the winning culture that we used to have. Despite the competition, that's their main goal. And I think that should be the purpose moving forward for both of them.
Ultimately, they're teammates. They want to support each other, but they're also competitive. Here's what both of them had to say about the competition after day one of Broncos camp.
I feel like I'm a smarter player now. I feel like the chances that I do take are more calculated chances rather than maybe when I was a rookie or in that second year. I feel like when I press the ball, it's going to be a safer call, so to say. And I do know better now when to check it down, when to get the 5 yards, when to get the 3 yards, and that has obviously been stressed to me in the building. The gunslinger mentality can still be there, but it's got to be a calculated gunslinger rather than just a sprayer.
Whether you're with the 2s, the 3s, if you got to throw to the equipment managers, the folks serving us food in the cafeteria, you just want to be efficient. And, in the end, the decision makers will make that decision based off the things that they see. You never look at it like, hey, man, I'm in here with the 3s or the 2s. No, because those guys are fighting just like me, to earn a spot on this team. So every rep with them count, every rep with the 1s count, every rep with the 3s counts.
So, of course, we're talking about the quarterbacks, but Aric, who else stood out to you?
Well, I mean, if you ask me for a player of the day every day, it might be Jerry Jeudy just about every single day. We talked about that long touchdown from Drew Lock where he got separation. He made one play along the sideline, but the play of the day was a throw from Teddy Bridgewater. He went up there and kind of stabbed it out of the air, regained control of the ball, and was able to come down and make a big third down catch. Phil, a couple times last year where Jerry Jeudy struggled with drops, today had no issues, caught everything that was thrown his way, and that play in particular on third down, I think shows what Jerry Jeudy can be in this offense.
And we heard from Jeudy during the offseason, said that last year was unacceptable to him. He's got a newfound focus here that he wants to be better than what he put out there on tape last season. Sydney, who else stood out to you?
I got to say KJ Hamler, Phil. He had some big plays out there today, and I actually was able to chat with him after practice today and asked him kind of what his main goal of this, training camp this season is, and he said just to focus on being a pro, and for him that was his routine. Making sure he has the same thing to eat every morning, what he eats after practice, staying hydrated so he can stay healthy.
Yeah, and he missed the off-season program, so we want to see him back out there, stay healthy. No hamstring issues for KJ Hamler. Hamler also in that interview mentioned that it was nice to see Cortland Sutton back out there. Some of the injured guys returning back out on the field.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, you saw Cortland Sutton out there in team drills for the first time since his ACL injury last September. Had a couple of catches, nothing huge, no touchdowns or anything, but caught a pass from Drew Lock, caught a pass from Teddy Bridgewater. It's good to see him kind of ease his way back in there. Albert Okwuegbunam, Phil, who tore his ACL last November, he was also in team in 7-on-7 work, a little bit more limited. And then Bradley Chubb, probably the last guy to speak about here with injuries. He worked on a side field during team activities. He's likely to need a couple more days before he's back to full speed. That's just purely a conditioning thing.
Yeah, I heard Vic Fangio say, hey, let's just try and ease him back in there. But I will say, just seeing Bradley Chubb walk around the facility here, he does look like he's very much in shape. All right, that's going to do it for us. We'll be back every day after training camp practices and give you a short daily recap so you get all your information here in about 5 minutes. Pretty good deal, right?
I like it.
I like it. All right, that's going to do it for us. For Sydney Jones, Aric DiLalla, I'm Phil Milani.